Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to install PicoGK. So before going into installation, I hardly encourage you to read this book from the author of the PicoGK. If you are a beginner in the Python, in coding in general, maybe you are a mechanical engineer with no experience in coding, this will be a good book for you to read because it describes one good point about classes. If you're coming from Python, I will briefly describe you how Python is similar to C# because C# is code used in the PicoGK, and anything you do you will need to do in C#. So this class employee, this is in the name, this is how you name in C#. Also this is value of the class, you can define it in C# like this. Also you have initiator function, or they call it in C# constructor, and also this is a function inside the class, and also these are functions inside the class. This is called object-oriented programming, and it is very useful if you want to define multiple objects. Maybe you would hard code them, but with classes you can only have one code and describe each object with this one code. So inside this chapter it is very well described why you actually use object-oriented programming. Strictly in this example, you have class with the name airplane. It is basic airplane. You know, you have very large amount of different airplanes like Boeing and Lockheed Martin. With this class you can define all of these airplanes. So also inside this class you can define also multiple classes like wing. You know, airplane has multiple wings. With this one code for a wing you can define like left wing and right wing, and you don't have to hard code everything for only for the left wing and the right wing. You can only do everything with one single class. So this is what I've learned from this book. So next thing, if you are also total beginner, I encourage you to read all this information that will give you basic understanding of what generative design actually is. I probably guess you already know what this is. So now that you know basics about object-oriented programming, I have found a tutorial how to run PicoGK, but the problem with this tutorial is that there are few things missing inside. So first of all, we need to download a net.net, and you can click on this link, and be sure there is a 9.0 SDK. You run it and install it. So while this is installing, you will also need Visual Studio C++ distributable, but this version, and you will need to find a link like this, like aka.ms, and I will click on this link and I will install, and it will, so there is this version what you need. If you didn't check what version you have installed, you can go into control panel and then you can go uninstall programs, and you will see over here your Visual C++ distributable, but we need one more C++ distributable, and it is version 2013. You go to Microsoft website and you can download it. And also we need to run this install this Microsoft Visual C++ 2013. And this is finished .NET installation. You click close. Now we need to install VS Code. We go into VS Code and you go for Windows 64. We start it and accept. Next you put it everywhere you want, but I put default, and just click next and install. If you didn't install something, you can always check into these programs and features, and you should see Visual C++ 2013, and this one, and there is Visual Studio Code. We launch it, and now inside here there is Explorer. If you don't have it, click Ctrl-Shift-D, and we have extensions. You can click by Ctrl-Shift-X, and inside here this is basically plugins for this VS Code, because you can edit VS Code however you want. So we need this plugin. We will click on C# dev kit, and by default it will install also C#. Now that C# and C# dev kit are installed, we will need to restart VS Code, and if your installation is successful, you will see this create.NET project. We will also run this debugger, and you can run with this debugger and you don't have to. You can also do it with terminal, but now we need to go to this PicoGK example project, and we need to download this example project. We will unzip it right here inside. I will just copy this and paste it inside downloads folder. So now we need to go inside downloads folder. We do it with this command cd. It means I want to go inside this, and if we want to go one outside this folder, we go cd double dot, and with dir you can see everything you have inside this folder. So now I have to go inside this PicoGK, and with dir I can see what is inside. So in order to be able to run with the debugger, you need to be inside this folder that has C# project, and you need to type code and this spacing at dot. So when you run this, it will open this Explorer and click yes, I trust the authors. So it will open our project inside this Explorer. Or you can just click here open folder and locate your folder here, like PicoGK. I renamed it, and yes, I trust the authors. And now this is code structure of PicoGK. I mean, this is code structure of basic C# project. And if you want to run it, you can run it like this with .NET Run. It will compile this program, and we are running PicoGK, as you can see. Or you can run it with debugger, or you can click run and debug. You'll need to click C# over here. Now you need to click launch startup project and click PicoGK examples. See, and now PicoGK is starting, and you are currently running PicoGK. So if you are also running this on virtual machine, be careful, because you also need to check this box out, because PicoGK needs graphical user interface, and by checking this out, if you don't check this out, it will not push its graphical user interface, so you will get some errors. So yeah guys, that's all from me. In future tutorials you can expect running custom PicoGK projects, getting to know PicoGK a little bit better.